You know what? I've seen a lot of criticism about this ride. And sure, some of it is fair, but as a coaster enthusiast, here's how I see it. This ride has been deeply appreciated for years. So appreciated, in fact, that instead of fading into history or getting bulldozed, it got something rare. A full-on upgrade. That doesn't happen often in the world of thrill rides. I mean, just look at King Dakar. Rest in peace to the former fastest and tallest coaster in the US, and say hello to the current one, a record-breaking reimagining of a legend. My name is Park Hopper Chris, and this is Sunday Ride Showcase, a weekly series where every Sunday I take an iconic attraction from around the world and do a deep dive into its history, mechanics, and the impact it's had on the theme park world. Today, on episode 24 of Sunday Ride Showcase, we're headed to the adrenaline capital of the Midwest, Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio, to explore the wild history, legendary status, and rebirth of one of the most iconic coasters ever built. Top Thrill 2. When Top Thrill Dragster opened in 2003, it was a revolution. This was the world's first complete stratocoaster, meaning it stood over 400 feet tall. Built by Intamin, the ride launched riders from 0 to 120 miles per hour in under 4 seconds, propelling them straight up a 420-foot vertical tower before twisting them back down in a dramatic 270-degree spiral. It was clean, simple, and terrifying. The layout was minimal: one track, one giant tower, and a ton of adrenaline. For years, it dominated coaster rankings. It was everything a thrill ride should be, but it had one issue that plagued it from day one: reliability. The hydraulic launch system, while cutting edge, required extensive maintenance. Launch rollbacks became a common occurrence, and downtime was frustratingly frequent. In August of 2021, an unfortunate incident involving a metal piece striking a guest in the queue caused the ride to shut down indefinitely. The event led to investigations and a reevaluation of the ride's future. In 2022, Cedar Point made it official. Top Thrill Dragster, as we knew it, was retired. That announcement sent shockwaves through the theme park community. Was this the end of one of the most iconic coasters in history? Well, not quite. In 2023, Cedar Point dropped the bombshell. The ride would return in 2024 as Top Thrill 2. Instead of scrapping it, they teamed up with Zamperla, a company known for more family rides but now entering the high thrill coaster game in a major way. The new ride keeps the iconic 420-foot tower, but adds a second vertical spike and an entirely new launch system using linear induction motors, rather than hydraulics. This means faster, more reliable launches and smoother operation. The trains now launch forward at 74 miles per hour, stall halfway up, roll backwards into a vertical spike, and then are launched forward again at a whopping 120 miles per hour to the crest tower. It's a triple launch coaster now, with more action and airtime than ever before. The linear induction launch system operates via electromagnets that rapidly switch polarity to push and pull the trains along the track. It's the same tech used in modern high-speed trains. Unlike the hydraulic launch, linear induction motors are more energy efficient and require less mechanical wear and tear, making the ride more reliable and easier to maintain. Each train has 2 cars with onboard computer systems that communicate in real time with the ride's control center. The launch sequence is precisely timed, and sensors throughout the track adjust power based on weather, temperature, and the weight of the riders. The new spike is a 420-foot vertical steel structure designed to withstand massive G-forces as the train rockets backwards at over 100 miles per hour. The structural reinforcements and new track sections were fabricated with tighter tolerances for smoother transitions. In short, it's not just a facelift, it's a next-gen overhaul. The general public seems impressed, though some still pine for the simplicity of the original dragster, but coaster enthusiasts, they're loving it. Top Thrill 2 brings back everything they loved about Dragster, but adds more ride time, more thrills, and more modern reliability. It's ranked among the top steel coasters already in its debut season. Coaster critics are praising the improved pacing, and many call the backward spike one of the best moments in any coaster currently operating. It's rare that a ride gets a second life, especially one as mechanically complex and record-breaking as Dragster. Top Thrill 2 is a celebration of what made the original great while recognizing the need for evolution. Cedar Point took a gamble and it paid off. Not only did they preserve a skyline-defining icon, but they transformed it into something fresh, exciting, and sustainable for the next generation of park guests. Top Thrill 2 stands tall, literally and metaphorically, as a shining example of what happens when innovation meets respect for the past. What do you think of Top Thrill 2? Did you prefer Dragster, or is this the upgrade you've been waiting for? Let me know in the comments. And if there's any coaster or attraction you'd like to see featured in a future episode, also let me know. All requests are welcomed. Thanks for joining me for episode 24. Until next time, I'm Park Hopper Chris, and I'll see you in the queue.